Hi, I'm Simon Lu, the CIO of the Taipei City. It's my honor to be here today to share our experience. The topic is employee GDS measure as a citizen experience design for the TaipeiPASS. First, let me quick briefing on Taipei. And as a capital of Taiwan, Taipei City spans 270 square kilometers and is a metropolitan area hosting a population of nearly 4 million. They include the local residents and the commuters from the foreigner cities. As we have noted, heavy urbanization has led to many problems, but innovation enables us to evolve and make an improvement every single day. In recent years, Taipei has invested much efforts into strengthening digital infrastructure to speed up the digital transition of society. The concept of a digital twin is one of the initiatives driving Taipei towards a smart city. Such kind of online and offline merging will become the new norm for the way our city operates. Through this PPP model, we are able to transform the new technology application into the smart city solutions, and that can help and solve the urban challenges. The result from the Smart City Index 2020, published by the IMD Swiss, placed the TaipeiPASS in the overall ranking, just right behind Singapore in the Asia Pacific region. Taipei received the high marks for its infrastructure and the public service. So what is more important for us today is how to create a smart government that offers the citizen-centric public service. So we try to introduce the user experience design into our public service and the system, which is all based on the concept of the governmental digital system method. And we just call it the GDS method. The embodiment of this concept is the portal app, TaipeiPASS. Released at the end of 2020, TaipeiPASS integrates both online and offline service, as well as the various membership systems under the different city agencies, such as library, museum, sports centers. TaipeiPASS is also a digital key to unlock the entire city's ecosystem and connecting citizens with the public service as they go about the daily life in Taipei. To offer the citizen-centric public service, we must start by building a city's identity system, which creates the framework of the Know Your Citizen, KYC, that can be used to provider and the resident-related service later on. And looking around the world, we notice that many countries rely upon the digital ID as the key infrastructure for setting up various governmental digital services. Some of the more renowned efforts in establishing the digital ID mechanism include the Estonia's EID and the Singapore's and the NDI. And Taiwan has also working its the new EID systems over the past few years. Therefore, to enable the citizen living and working within the Taipei metropolitan area to enjoy a more convenient lifestyle, we've introduced the TaipeiPASS and to provide digital services which are more individualized. The framework of the TaipeiPASS is based on the citizen-centric public service model, and it spans three different levels. The first and foremost, digital identity is core, and we've incorporated this concept into the TaipeiPASS by adjusting it to the Know Your Citizen. Second, and for the next issue is assessing the digital service, and we can customize and arrange service option based on the specific user to meet their and possible needs. And finally, and through the integrations of the e-payment platform, user will have the option to pay for the public service bills with the TaipeiPASS, as well as choose their preferred e-payment, which instead of approach the physical counters, and for example, they have to go to the convenience store for paying. About the system architecture, TaipeiPASS comprises the 4 major layers: identity registrations and certificate integrations, diversified devices and the service applications. For devices, the app will primarily rely on the mobile device, which enables access to online service. But some scenario and the landscape of offline urban life, car-based application is still strong demand on the elderly citizen. Based on the aforementioned layers, we integrate the city service and the membership perks and the smart payment for public service onto the list of the TaipeiPASS the service scenario. By combining the online and maybe supportable from the app or offline and the support for an NFC card, the both of the application, and we encourage the residents from across the spectrum to join the rank of the system users. TaipeiPASS provides and the citizen quick and convenient access to the various city service across the different online and offline use case and scenarios. Based on the unified identity framework, and the TaipeiPASS is not only the functional-based app, but also a portal app with an ecosystem. Citizens can easily access the public service through the TaipeiPASS. And that is why so many the single function apps will eventually converging into the ecosystem centered on the TaipeiPASS. Overall, the TaipeiPASS include the car integration and the public service and bill payment and perks. And we combine this factor to bridge the knowledge power and maintaining the software and the casual and the contact with our citizen and keep the door open for all possibility. To deliver the citizen-centric digital service, and we try to create a simple and a straightforward and a convenient service which is easy for users to access. The UK and Canadian governments both adopted the GDS method to improvement the user experience of the public service access, which yielded a great result. And benchmarking those and samples, Taipei City began exploring the possibility to implementing the user-centric experience design. The strategy is what we used and for the development of the TaipeiPASS. And based on the GDS method, the city task force worked closely with the design and the development team to take in the users' feedback and suggestions. And through the discovery, alpha, beta, and the live stage, it's a kind of the system development life cycle. And we can further evolving the cities and the service to adapt to the needs of the users. And GDS allow us to understand users' feeling and the experience from the multiple perspectives, helping us to transform users' interaction into the user experience journey. This forms the basis of the design. Let's focus on the service of the public. Through the user-centric design, we place heavy emphasis on the user need to build out the right thing with the agile development process. And we continue to implement rolling adjustments to make the TaipeiPASS better service. Aforementioned factor and the goal hand in hand to form the basis of a Taipei government digital service. To us, the real challenges come and when users become involved. So we design a scenario to test the mission and the oriented aspect of the TaipeiPASS, and then invite the users to think aloud as they and interact through their applications. We observe how a user completes the missions and note the challenge they encounter during the process. We also using the system usability scale to overall and assessment feedback. And actually, we adopted a loss and measure to allow our team to better understand the public through the public service experience journey and use the scenario, and that can be divided into the before use, during use, and after use stages. This helps us examine the entire service process of TaipeiPASS. The point of the contact under the different stages, the problem encountered by users, as well as their source, emotion, and even the actions. All these factors help us and uncover areas which require improvement. In our stage, we conducted internal interviews comprised of 7 or who is a non-professional users for conducting the initial and the adjustment and the modifications. And the next, we carry out another round of tests. Then we involve over 1,000 internal users online and for kind of tracking. And through the different stage of the user research, and we keep on listening user feedback to conduct the stepwise improvement. And these procedures enable us raise the overall ease of use evaluation from the 40 points and in AVA, and shift to the 82 points. And by the time of the trial operations, the user can see the improvements and the significant leaps in the progress. Another round of adjustment following the AVA retest, which involved almost 103 outside users. And following the optimizations from the beta test, the trial operations for outside users was conducted. Following the experience journey, the focus of the interview now shifted on the quality of service. Here we seek to get a deeper understanding of our weakness during the using and the understanding and the interaction to allow the adjustment based on this feedback. Afterward, we continue implement the learning improvement with the help of the operational data, online survey, and the collection of the user feedback. In addition to the aforementioned and the qualitative method, and we've also adopted many Google Analytics technology to conduct a comprehensive analysis on the behavior and the reaction of the people really use the layer assistant, and all the log was be and the record and for the advanced analysis. And we hope to the supplemental improvements of the TaipeiPASS with more the objective indicators and the status. The design of the TaipeiPASS integrates the UI, UX, and user behavior studies and the user experience journey to implement user-centric experience design. We also help the TaipeiPASS win the recognitions from the international communities. Actually, the app is useful in our day-to-day life, while it integrates the city service and the information, allowing the users to experience the convenient and friendly service as they go about their business in Taipei. Based on these areas, and we design our service to better understand the user and help resolve the problem they face. We adjust our pace based on the agile development to allow the public to experience more government efficiency. Since it's the initial and the release at the end of the 2020, the number of the downloads and for the TaipeiPASS app has quickly exceeded 2 million. Not only did TaipeiPASS win the 2021 IF Design Award, and this the ecosystem app also appeared on the winner list of the 2021 IDC Smart City Asia Pacific Awards. The project TaipeiPASS and the digital pass to the government's mobile service won the top honor in the category of the civic engagement. Due to the time constraints, and we can only cover partially the parts of the TaipeiPASS in our presentations. And we also welcome the cities and from around the world to share with us and your ideas and the solutions. And we look forward to working together with you. And thank you all for you and to listen. And let's continue our fight against the COVID-19 and support each other during this critical moment.